lost, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just want to play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York,
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be taken about the 12.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First and 10, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
You're set. You're a team. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Let's go.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. I got 24. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. SOS. Orbit. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Hey, switch gears. Slam. Switch. Hey, 59. Echo. 24, check 24. Wide. Get wide.
Third and long, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Watch the screen. Switch. Just go. Come on. Check. Crunch. Sign him up.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on second and 8. Watson flush to his right. That complete to Lamar Miller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, let's go. It's time to practice. Hey, we got to get to the ball. ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
That's how we do it. 36. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On second and 12. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 52. 24. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the delay, it's Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
On the run, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They come out here in the eye. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They run for it with Mixon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Texans 7. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's a safety creep. Shoot! Let's go. Motion.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now it's Miller. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3 down. Check. Big
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check, nickel. Check.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Slam. Check 26. I got it.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And Stills bringing it in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
We want it. Come in my world. Watch out. Check 3. And 24. Check 37.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
First down throw for Brissett. Ebron caught left side.
Brissett's pass complete to Eric Ebron. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 51. Let's go, D. Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Off.
third down. Brissett. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a dump off here complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Take motion, 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 motion. Go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Shift, shift. Ringo, 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 Ringo.
On first down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Motion, 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 motion. Bumps out the helmet. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
And we're going 37. 25.
Here's Watson. Going to throw again. And a catch made by Hopkins. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Joe Mixon, 69 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Check the backer, check the backer. Showing it, showing it. Kill, 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 kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 31, check 31. Check 9, check 9. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On first down, Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Back now in Houston, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Colts.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 64. Watch the odds. 64. Match box. Right, 10. 29. 10. Go. Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On first down, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, 37's the mic. Mic 37. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 13. Check 13.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This is Miller, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 49. Check 49.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
You got tape.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Motion. 36. Kill. Alert flare.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check 31. Check 24. Check out. Check 99. Check 99.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rock Ya-Sin. Stills the intended target.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming. Check 4. Switch. Safety.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get the ball.
Here's Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire